It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants.
Fitzgerald set to kick off.
The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Joseph. You got it. Hey, tonight.
Looking to throw right away. Oh, they're going deep here right off the rim. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete. And it's taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risk and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
They'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he's got a decent game before being brought down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
He finds his running back, Henderson. We got the football block, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
West right fit.
Another throw for Fields. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Giants got a considerable return onto the interception. They're going to take over inside the red zone. They're at the 15-yard line. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense. Not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
Offense up to the line fast.
Taken down back at the 18.
22 window. Diamond.
Shotgun now for Levis. Looking for an open man. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Tracy, hey, let's go. Reload. N18. Short.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Going after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Bigsby with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Starting on the ground with Henderson. A lot of space ahead. Has a hole left. Room to run. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Complete left side to Thomas. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
22 Linda, 22 Linda. Hand up.
Levis throwing again. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Short. Hey, 24 Linda, flat grenade.
And again, it's Levis. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Hey, mayday. Out on. 29's down. 20 Rita. 22 Linda.
It's Levis once more. Escapes the pocket. And And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in a hurry up here.
Down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Diamond. Tracy. Set up. 54 readers. Short.
3rd and 2. Levis. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants break the tie here in the first. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Cowboys 7. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Bigsby with the return. They pull out the reverse. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Go.
Out of the pistol, Henderson. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Henderson. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's a 14-7 game. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at first down here.
Go. 11. Out, let's go.
A pistol snap. Fields. Jump off Popeye's back. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. They give now to Henderson. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. Here's Fields. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go. Tonight. They speed. 54 readers. Hey, mayday.
From the gun, Levis. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54. On.
Throwing again here on 2nd. Levis. Left side into the hands of McBride. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. But it helped set his target up to get some more yards on that stat sheet.
From the red zone now. Drops back. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Diamond.
Now Levis. Headed out right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Hey, 24, Lynch! Like 24! Short! 54, read it, what?
Third and long for him here. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants take a 13-point lead. Trey McBride, the touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Don't jump, ready?
It's Henderson on the give. Space on the right. He's got room. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a one-score game in the first half.
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit of that deficit.
That's about trust. Trust in your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's first and 10.
Like 20 Rita. 22 Linda. 22. Hey, Diamond.
Levis to the air now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
21-yard line.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. Here's Levis. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Throwing his Levis on third down. He's got the run complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
And the Giants, first down.
Levis here on first down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. That one intended for Trey McBride. And it sets up second down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
22 window.
Levis yet again. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Third and long, they're going to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That was first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Cowboys have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stick around. There's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. For Henderson, running left. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Giants with an extra DB out there now. Third down.
Here we go. 222. No much. Go.
Fields throwing here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Giants finally see the return stopped. They're going to take over following the interception at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First and 10.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And he's brought down at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
22 in.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Levis back to throw. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Hey, come on. Hey, Mayday. Mayday, short. 20 reader.
Third and long, here's Levis. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
Staring down that down and distance, it was going to take some type of big play offensively to extend the drive. But all that sack did was create a bigger play for the defense.
Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on 4th down. And this will be his first effort of the contest. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 50. 49's down. Here's down. Right down. 49 Rita. 54 Rita tonight.
Shotgun now for Levis. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
22 Linda. Linda.
Levis. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Diamond. 54, like 54. And it's deep. Hot on.
Throwing is Levis. Downfield, and Tisslaw has it. And they make the tackle at the 38. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's another Giants 1st down.
They'll run here from the gun. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. And it's Dante Kent in on the stop. A dose of the hurry-up here.
Tracy. 22 Linda.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Linda. And 24 Linda. Diamond. 49's down. 22 Rita. Here's down. 49 Rita.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. It's McBride downfield, and he's got it. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone.
15 yards. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Lone back gets the handoff. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Diamond.
3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Reload. Let's go.
They give it to him again. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
Mike zero! Mike zero!
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Giants grow the lead coming out at halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Bigsby with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
319,
out of the shotgun, Fields. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
You got a Jimmy Bench to create, which is that? Extend.
Fields gets it out wide quick. Down the sideline, past the 25. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Go.
Fields throwing once more. Brought in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Working quickly here.
11 more yards. Cowboys, first down. First and goal, Dallas.
Henderson is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
All right, Fields has his guys set, looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
For the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
Well, maybe some second-guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
Running it now out of the gun. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Here we go. Tonight. Zero's down, 90 down, 49 Reno.
Looking to throw, Levis. He's going deep this time. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
22 window. Hey, like 13. Like 13.
They'll air it out on third. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
Looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Extend. You got what?
Fields out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. All set now. First and 10.
And the Cowboys
First and 10
at the 14-yard line.
Extend.
We're down to one quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Cowboys football, and their season's going to be over if they don't erase this deficit. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Brings it in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Complete on the option. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
Gain on the play. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. And the defense holds him at the 2. Brock, he can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
Angel. Hey. Yep. Good night.
Working now from the gun. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys come through to tie it in the 4th. The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a fourth-quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Giants 27.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Like 54.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
He was tackled at the
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Like 90. In 18. Ready. Go.
To the right, he's got to Sloan. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here on down, 49 Rita. Hand up. Hey, Mayday, out on. Tracy.
From the gun, Levis. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Back to throw it. Outside, this is into the hands of Felton. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Short!
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants trail by just 1. The entire season has led them here to this snap. They have to convert here on 4th down.
Diamond. 22 Linda. 49's down, 22 Rita.
Desperation time here. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And the Cowboys
Green the snap.
Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock. And might see them burn a timeout. The Giants using their first timeout. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
You got clean base. Why not?
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. She's good. Yep. Green that. Easy. 11. That's right. Hey, Ken. Hey. 551. Alpha. Right.
Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And now their lead will will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hand up. Diamond. Troy.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Wide open down the field, and he has it. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants push their lead to 3.
Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
You got 551. Go. Up. Go.
He'll look to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Angel. Hey, Ken. Touch right.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4. Giants into the nickel. 3rd down.
No loss. Here we go. 3-19. Extend. 10.
Here he is to throw. Buying some time right. That's caught. This is Loveland. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Well, left side, caught by Higgins. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down.
Here we go. 19 section.
They kick the running back in motion. Setting up to pass. still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Green 19, let's not. Hey, Ken. West right fit.
Throwing again, it's Fields. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down, that's check down, that's check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
EQ! Oh, let's go.
Throwing now. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Giants make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. And next week, they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship.